Theo is out foraging in the wilds of the front patio. Good morning, welcome to Rivera Urban Homestead. It's Sunday, August 25th. Going to get Theo fed and then we're going to have a little chat before we get to work. Alright, so I lied. We are actually going to give the chickens a little treat first. Watermelon, oh yeah. Tadpole Pond has the morning shade. They're all doing good in there though. Alright guys, so real quick, like I mentioned in the Tadpole Pond video yesterday, we have been off for 2 weeks. 2 weekends ago my brother flew into Tampa and he was there for the day, so we went up there and hung out with him. We haven't seen him in a while. So that kind of blew that weekend because the Sunday it rained. These last 2 weeks we've had nothing but rain really. When I'm at work sometimes it's sunny. By the time I get off it's cloudy and rainy. The weekend, last weekend was all rain, so basically didn't really have nothing to do but hang out in the house, do some cleaning up in the house because we are starting to figure out what cabinets we're getting for the kitchen, so we're going to start getting this home improvement thing moving here pretty soon. On another note, this week we really dodged could have been a tragedy or a tragic bullet this week. My son and his girlfriend were driving up to Jacksonville to get his flight instructor certification test done. They hit some road debris, they went off the road into some trees, totaled his vehicle. Everyone's okay, thank God. He was actually sleeping in the passenger seat. His girlfriend was driving. He got less beat up, I guess you could say, versus her. Probably because he was sleeping and was in a more relaxed state when the accident started to occur. But he didn't have time to tense up, which usually gets you hurt in car wrecks. But thankfully everyone's okay. But it was close, so it's a real... That's one of those things that just stops you in your tracks and makes you reel back in what's really important. Get back on point to what matters in life and not just run through life worrying about money and bills, right? Because that could have ended in a totally different way that could have changed our lives forever. Now he doesn't have a car. Okay, he's fine. That's all that matters, right? So here are some pictures of the car actually, just to let you see how it could have been bad. So anyway, that happened on Thursday, and right, that's pretty scary. I had a very, very rough day. The Wednesday afternoon, I went and got an upper wisdom tooth removed. That was hurting me. So between that and then the next day, this accident thing, I was a wreck for a couple of days, but I'm back at it. I'm on a positive note. It's beautiful out today, sunshine, no rain, so that leads us to the video. Being it hasn't been raining, what happens when it rains? Everything loves to grow, right? Well, everything has been growing. So today, man, we are just going to tame the property. We're going to walk around the property, cut down things that need to be cut down, look at different things that are going on in here, and we're just going to get this place under control. It'll be a sweaty one, guys, but let's get at it. Let me drink my coffee first, then we'll get at it. Is anyone going to help me trim bushes and stuff today? Tame the forest? No? Alright.
But first, let's have some biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
Okay, so the first tool of the day is this nice saw here. We're going to get rid of that big tree that's growing in my backyard that I don't want. So let's get started on trimming some of this stuff back. All right, that looks a lot cleaner. I love that big-eared plant, those big elephant ear leaves. They're awesome. Thing is huge. All right, next is this side of the house. I want to get all these vines. This is all vines growing up here, and there's a bunch of vines growing on the fence. Just, it's getting overrun, so I'm going to get to this, knock it out. It'll be in fast speed, so don't worry. I'm going to have my shirt off because it's hot as a mother out here, but it'll be fast speed, so you won't have to endure it for too long. Let's do it. All right, so we got that part of the fence nice and clean. Now it's time to conquer that. Here we go. Now that is a pile of vines and everything else you saw me tearing down. That's huge. Big old pile. We'll pile it up and turn it into compost. But oh yes, those vines you see over there on the other side of the gate in the front yard, we'll get to those this afternoon when the sun comes back here. I'm working smart. I am working as the shade. Or I am working with the shade today. But all the vines gone here. All of them gone off the fence. There's only one thing to do right now, folks. Woo! I need to get the hose in a minute, hose myself off. But for now, let's take a break, have a nice Coors Light. Looking way better already. Back area is looking good. This side area is looking good. We are trimming the beast. Uh-oh. My plants are falling. Ah! Oh no. My whole pile just toppled over, man. Sorry if you can hear the AC on this video. It's just running. You know, I can't go turn it off inside. But anyway, what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to move all of just my wood of different pieces to the other side of this pallet over there. And then we'll take that big old pile of greens and pile it right here. We'll move the leaf bags. And there we go, another massive pile of organic matter to break down and compost right there in the corner. Beautiful. We just put that piece of watermelon in there this morning. Right now it's about 1 o'clock. We put that in probably 9 o'clock, maybe 10. They have devoured it. They love them some watermelon. Keeps them hydrated, cool. It's just a great treat in the summer. Okay, the next section we are going to tame or start to tame is this side of the house. I already started collecting some wood. We're going to collect all the wood, limbs, and all that crap that I have over here. Make a pile in the back, and that'll be good for the winter fires when we want to sit outside, have some drinks. I cut all this stuff down from this tree a while back. I cut all the big limbs off it because it was getting way too big. And this is all new growth coming from where I cut it. So, what we're going to do today, this one here is an issue. Laying across, big mess. So we're getting this cut down and we're going to cut it up into sections with the reciprocating saw. We got a bunch of wood over here we can clean up some. I need to get this side of the house more functional. That fence broke. You see it's not even connected. It's leaning on my shed, so that ain't good either. more limbs down there. So that's what I'm going to do on this side. We're going to start cleaning it up some, get these branches out of here. So there's what it looks like right now back there. Let's see if we can get some work done and clear this up. First thing I'm going to do is just start getting all this little stuff and putting it in the wheelbarrow. Alright, so I cleared all the main little twigs and little branches out of the way. Now we're going to get ready to go back there. Use the reciprocating saw to cut down that tree limb, get it processed. That'll open up that area a lot over there. It's all laid down into the neighbor's banana plants and stuff. We got to get it cleaned up. Load number 3 of winter firewood. Alright guys, so I got all the twigs and everything that was piled up here gone. We need to get that fence off of my shed. Now we just need to work on this whole upper section. Get all this cleared out. So I'll show you when it's done. Alright, so a pretty decent sized pile there from the side of the house cleaned up. Now we got the fresh stuff we cut dying out, so we'll go and collect that a couple of months in the winter when we're ready for it. Whew, we're doing good guys. We're getting this place cleaned up. Okay, so now when we come around the side, it's still a mess, don't get me wrong. I got to get rid of this damn basketball hoop and a couple of more things, but look at how open it is now. We could walk under here, wide open space. It's not that huge. This was totally covered with those plants. With that, you saw it. So yeah, very nice. Got the fence off of the shed back there, so that's a plus. That's it. Look at that. You can see the sky over here now. The side of the house is a lot better looking than what it was. Good deal. Alright, so that's done. Alright guys, so my battery is about to die, so I'm going to let it charge for about an hour. I'm going to relax a little, maybe have a beer or two. But before I do, I want to show you how we're cleaning out the back room in order to move the living room into here to get ready for the remodel. Check it out. Oh yeah, clean that all out. We'll move that stuff out of there too. TV will go there. One couch along there. Another couch over here. Be our little living room until we get all the flooring and all the kitchen done. Anyway, I'm going to let this charge. I'm going to go relax for a little bit. We will see you here in a little while. It is time to divide and conquer this section of the garden. Check it out. This plant, I mean, just went ridiculous. It's covering a whole 8-foot piece of privacy fence, man. That is a lot of organic matter. So, in super fast speed, let's get it done. I wish it was that easy. Would you look at that? I have a whole area to do some container gardening back there. Might use that raised bed there for some strawberries maybe this season. That looks so much better. Awesome. Now, I'm going to put that big pile of stuff into that new pile we started in the compost. That is a massive pile of stuff we pulled today. Holy cow. Definitely almost 5 foot tall. Just full of green veg. That's just going to heat up on its own, man, and start composting. Cool. One last thing to trim. The only thing my wife really cared about me doing today. So let's go get that done real quick. But before we do that, it is so awesome. Wood pile there now. Just that big old leafed plant there. It looks so nice and clean. This side of the house, so nice and clean. And now this portion of the garden ready to be used. This side of the house, major improvements. Last but not least is this beast of a bush. You could barely walk on the sidewalk. It's hanging out. It is so huge. My wife is like, please cut that. So let's get it done. One thing I noticed while I was out here doing that garden cleanup just now is all the red Korean dark greens on here. So this little plant is still producing very well. Oh yeah. There's some green ones in there. Oh, look at this. The Barbados cherry tree or bush is starting to flower. That plant really took good to that section. It's really hardy this year. Real thick. And over here, nice and clean again. More Korean dark greens on this bush. This one is loaded up, folks. This is awesome. Oh, I picked a green one. That's alright. You could pick them at any stage. But there is a lot of red ones in here. And still a lot of green ones. So this plant is really producing well so far. Man, this thing has a bunch on here. Holy cow. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, it's like 6 at night now, I think. Is it 6? 6:14. I have been at it all day. We have tamed the property. One thing I didn't do is mow. The grass is a little long, but guess what? That's going to wait. So we did a lot of good stuff today. We had to tame everything down. We had to get back on point. Here in about 2 weeks, we are going to start doing the makeover for the garden, because here in another month or so, it's fall gardening. And over here, that's when we start gardening a lot. So we are definitely going to make new boxes probably in 2 weeks. Next week, me and Christine have Florida Georgia Line tickets, so we're going to go watch a concert, stay the night over there in Tampa, and I probably won't do a video that weekend. You never know, I might do one. But anyway, it was a lot of work today, a lot of sweat, a lot of fingers getting split open by vines and getting stabbed by twigs, but you know what? It's all good, because I'm doing it with a little bit of pep in my step, man. Again, avoiding the tragedy that could have happened with my son is a blessing, and I just want to appreciate it. So I ain't gonna complain about doing some work around the homestead. That's what it's all about. I mean, I was raised out in the country, so work is nothing new to me. That's what we do. We work around your house in the country. So I'm happy to do it. I'm more happy to do it with less of a weight on my head as far as my kid. So thank God he's okay, and just a great day today. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. We will see you maybe next weekend, if not the weekend after that. But we're definitely getting out in the garden to get that going. So it'll be some fun videos up ahead. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you on the next one.